Good
morning.
Good morning.
Hi guys, my name's Rebecca. This is Tommie. We are the founders of Bambuu Brush. Now, welcome to Ask the Expert, a daily series from 8:30 a.m. to 9 a.m. to help small businesses. Now, you can ask any questions in the comments or even use the hashtag QBATE on Twitter. Now, if you need any more advice, join the official Intuit QuickBooks SMB community group on Facebook. Accountants and businesses support experts are on hand 24/7. So during this live session, we will be running a poll, so please do engage with it, and I'll reveal the result at the end.
Okay, so a little bit about us. As Rebecca said, my name is Tommie. This is Rebecca, and we're the founders of Bambuu Brush. We are a purpose-driven company who initially had one simple product for one simple change, which was a lovely bamboo toothbrush. And we have now sold close to 1.5 of these beautiful babies from the bedroom of my mum and dad's house, which is pretty crazy. And we've now expanded into a full range of eco-friendly products. So today we're going to talk to you about everything at Bambuu Brush, from our story, everything we're doing now, and our mission. And then all three of those parts kind of work as importantly as each other. So bear with us. If you've got any questions, put them in the comments or on the Twitter feed. So let's get started.
Okay then, so at Bambuu Brush, everything is inspired by our own travel experiences. So going back to my story, it's very different to Tommie's. Now, I've been traveling and working for the last 10 years now. I first started traveling, it did start off to be like a gap year route, but I landed in Thailand, where I worked and lived there for 3 years, the most beautiful island of Koh Phi Phi. I was very lucky to live there. After that, I actually moved to Australia, and that is where I met Tommie.
And yeah, my background is a little bit different. I always wanted to go into teaching. I went to university, came out of uni, went into the education system, worked for about 2 years, and then I did a typical 3-month backpacker route, which kind of similar, ended up being the best part of about 7 years. About year 3 or 4 is where I met Rebecca, and in Australia, lived there for a bit. What then happened was we moved back to Asia, started to pick up jobs I was working in the travel industry, working for a big travel company. I got a lot of things for free, so we started to take videos and photos and make content and do these amazing, incredible things, all for free, because that was my role. And then we started to build up a social media following. So we were very lucky that we were able to travel around, travel around Asia. So yeah, that was about 3 or 4 years ago. And what started to happen was Rebecca would take me back to places that she'd been maybe 8-9 years before that.
So specifically, it was Koh Lipe. I don't know if anyone's been, but it's the most beautiful island in Thailand. It borders Malaysia, and it is my favorite place. It's absolutely beautiful. But I really wanted to show Tom. So I went in 2012. And
she's a traveling dinosaur. So.
It was my goal to take him back there. So we managed to go, and don't get me wrong, it's absolutely beautiful. But it was the first time where I saw a massive difference in the impact that plastic pollution has had on our beaches, and it was there that really it hit
that
home.
Was the first moment of kind of seeing plastic pollution and how it's negatively impacting our environment and the quality of our oceans. So that was our first port of call with plastic pollution, and it was I tell you what, there's a cringe video out there of, it was the first time I ever spoke on camera, so it was a bit funny, but
it's fate though.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, fate. But after that, we started to travel when we were working with travel companies, brands, hotel chains, pretty amazing. And we were able to travel around Asia, and these hard-hitting images of plastic pollution that are everywhere became the norm. And this is really kind of, I guess, naive from us, that it was kind of that thought process of plastic pollution is Asia. And it wasn't until we got a job, pretty amazing job, to travel Europe. We went with a travel company to travel 30 different cities, 15 different countries, all paid for in a camper van, just take all the content creation, take all the social media. And it wasn't until then that we started to see plastic pollution in Europe, where it's a lot closer to home, being in the UK. And then that's kind of where it was like a light bulb moment that, okay, we know that travel is not the best. We know, but we need to balance out those negatives with positives, and then we need to specifically focus on plastic pollution. I mean, the low-grade single-use plastics which we use in the travel industry is just ridiculous. So we started to become a little bit more selective with the companies that we were working with. We then grew our knowledge about plastics and everything. We did that and then we started to work with companies to kind of set up initiatives to balance out those negatives and positives around sustainability and the environment.
So like organising beach cleanups and supporting local communities. Like Tommie said, the travel industry is so bad, but if you can give back in certain ways, that's what we were aiming towards. And going back to your point as well, after seeing plastic pollution for the first time, once you've got it in your head, you see it more and more and more. You're more open to the idea, and that's when we really wanted to make a proper difference. Yeah.
So then we wanted to set up our own brand. We had a very loyal social media following.
We wanted to use our following in a positive way. We didn't have much money. Let's go back to that.
We didn't have much money.
We just finished traveling. And that's when we started to ponder on ideas on how we can make a difference ourselves. And I think you actually came up.
A really beautiful place down the M1, just outside of the Galleria tunnel. I had a light bulb moment, and it was toothbrush. Like everyone's got a toothbrush. Everyone uses plastic toothbrushes. What sustainable options are there out there? So we did some research.
The crazy fact of over 3.6 billion plastic toothbrushes are purchased every single year. That was a reason why we had to do something about it. And every single plastic toothbrush you've ever owned is still on the planet today, which still blows our mind.
So then we found the idea of a beautiful bamboo toothbrush. So we're very proud of this. It's a simple product for a simple change, and we believe that everyone has the opportunity to start and end their day in a sustainable way with a bamboo toothbrush to start sustainably. So we launched in February last year with a crazy goal of #1 million by 2020. This was our goal we wanted to educate and inspire or sell 1 million bamboo toothbrushes before the turn of the next decade, all from the bedroom of my mum and dad's house. With no investment and no business background, just like kind of a passion to make an impact, a positive impact, and inspire people that we need to focus on plastic pollution. Alongside that, going back to my teaching and education, I feel passionately about going in and delivering to children around what is such an important subject. So we developed and launched a plastic pollution workshop that we deliver in schools, primary schools, secondary schools, colleges, but also adapt it to workplaces, because there's so much I think a lot of people want to learn these days. And then finally,
we wanted to organise community cleanups. We wanted to show that anybody and everyone can get out there, and also that you can educate yourself through picking up litter.
Yeah, that was kind of our education, seeing the worst in plastic pollution in Asia. So those are our three big things. And then I guess, well, we are very proud to say that
after 9 months of launching, we did hit our #1 million by 2020 target, which we were over the moon about, absolutely over the moon.
And we're very proud to say that we've now sold close to 1.5 million of these beautiful bamboo toothbrushes, all from the bedroom of my mum and dad's house. We moved to the kitchen table. We're now very lucky we moved into an office.
We've also educated over 1,500 children across the world with our plastic pollution workshops.
And then we've delivered 21 community cleanups, clean up over 800 kilos of plastic, which is again amazing. One big thing about the 1.5 million of these that we've sold is that we've worked that out to be, if your average toothbrush weighs 20 grams, that equates to about 30,000 kilos of plastic, in which we've stopped entering commercial circulation. So it's a pretty big figure, and it just shows that our big thing is one simple change multiplied by millions, and we will change the world. And we genuinely believe that just from this, essentially.
And from that, because we knew we made such an impact with just one bamboo toothbrush, we figured, imagine what we could do with a whole new range of sustainable products. So we actually launched our new range of high quality products. Now they're all inspired by the top 10 ocean polluters. So we've got water bottle, coffee mugs, tote bags, straws, we've got bamboo cutlery, we've got a lunchbox and a tote bag.
Yeah. So all of them linked to the top 10 ocean polluters. So we've just mapped the eco alternative. Of course, you can go and get that on our website right now, bamboobrush.com. But it's each of the products also, we're calling them our purposeful products, because each of the products has a purposeful impact. So with our toothbrush, we partner now with a incredible the most inspirational people we've ever met, a charity called Humanitas Charity, and we've just launched our At Bamboo project. which combines both humanitarian and environmental aid to combat those issues in the developing world. But each of our products has a purpose and has an impact. So for instance, with the water bottle, every water bottle that is sold, we'll donate £1 towards setting up a solar powered water well in the areas in which Humanitas work. We'll also commit to removing £1 of plastic in weight through our community cleanups. And for another one, for our lunchbox, every lunchbox that gets sold will equate to 1 meal to one of the children in the Humanitas community as well. So each of our products has a purposeful impact, and we are super proud to launch this partnership with Humanitas. They're the most incredible people that we've ever met.
The direct work they do is absolutely incredible.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, so and then moving forward towards our mission, which is our final part, and which is everything that we're striving towards, is morally we believe that it's wrong that Western and first world countries, once they hit their quota of recycling and waste, what happens is that we ship that waste out to the developing world. The first world have got the infrastructure, the finances and everything to deal with their own waste, yet they send it out to countries that do not have the infrastructure, the finances, the systems in place to deal with that. So what happens is that plastic and that waste just gets discarded in the environment. It's quite a corrupt world. So and it just constantly making the plastic pollution situation worse. So our long-term, our mission that we're striving towards is setting up simple recycling centres in the developing world and developing communities, alongside localised initiatives for people to collect litter, and that can come to one of our sorting facilities. The plastic is then sorted into qualities of plastic which can then be sold, or the low quality plastics can be melted and put into a plastic brick making machine, which we've just recently got. We haven't actually told anyone that, so that's the secret. And put into making bricks for homes, which is pretty amazing. It's something that we're working towards at the moment. It's really, really exciting. So
it is all exciting,
crazy exciting,
so exciting.
So that's kind of everything about us. We hope you haven't waffled on too much.
Okay, now we can start answering the questions you've asked. So we'll start with Kerry. Kerry from Instagram. So I'm curious to know, did it take you guys a long time to go from the idea to the launch? I think.
We'll be honest. I mean, we've probably done things very differently than in the textbook startup. We didn't really go for any rounds of investments. We just
So what happened actually? Like we said, we didn't actually have much money. We just finished traveling during the Europe trip that we did with the travel company. The camper van that we were traveling in got broken into and my laptop got stolen, and the claim that we got from that laptop was weirdly the amount of the toothbrushes
for our first order of toothbrushes,
which was really, really weird. Yeah. And that kind of helped us, and then we had nothing to lose, so we just kind of just went for it. But
also I think with our business is not set up it's not a business to set up to make money. I mean, yes, we're a limited company and it's there to be profitable, but we believe that businesses, their role should be to give back and make purpose and give back to people, well, vulnerable people. But ours was kind of, everything had started from a passion, and we wanted to make a positive impact in us seeing the worst or this negative of plastic pollution. How can we turn that into a positive? So okay, we probably didn't go this right way or the correct traditional route, but that wouldn't have worked for us because we had that passion and we wanted to act now. So in short to your answer, it was probably about October time that we were thinking of the idea, and then we launched in February. So what's that, 4 or 5 months to get everything sorted. And we're learning. We're still
learning now. But that was a great question. Yeah. Now on to the next one. So Ethel from Twitter. Hi, you've achieved so much. Wow. What do you think has been a success factor marketing wise? I love this question because actually from the get-go, we wanted to use the power of social media in a positive way to create change. And to be honest with you, that's all we've used. Yeah. That is all we've used is our own Instagram. I don't know if you've seen, if anyone wants to jump over to our Instagram now. We started, we weirdly started, we had pictures holding the toothbrush like this in so many different countries, and it had a snowball effect. And we've had over 1,000 well, more than that, photos being sent in just of a simple photo, but it's so effective. And
just social. We've put no money into advertising, which is probably sounds crazy to a lot of businesses, but we believe, okay, we don't have a massive following on social media, but we genuinely believe that we're very lucky that we've got a loyal following and people who want to be a part of a community in which we're growing awareness through education, inspiring people. And then kind of our big thing is education, inspiration and empowerment. We want to be able to give people the tools to act and then to then go and spread that message. So it's on social media. It's huge. We've got a big contract with Virgin Atlantic, which we're very proud about. We're on every single flight. Obviously, at the moment, it's a bit crazy, but that was all through social media. We've done work with a lot of big companies, and it's kind of all through social media. And we're very okay. We don't have a big following, but what we've created is we're very proud of, and the people that are a part of it is pretty immense. So yeah, well, social media. So you can never underestimate the power of social media. Okay, next one. Veronica from Facebook Messenger. Hi, I recently discovered your brand a few weeks ago and I bought my first toothbrush. I'm so impressed with your business.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. What do you think consumers can do to support the environment and demand change from companies? That is such an incredible question. So firstly, I'll start again, sorry. Our kind of knowledge and understanding has come from first-hand experience, not from a textbook, not from learning, but actually seeing. So we believe in such a power of people getting out in their own communities and understanding that there's plastic everywhere. Okay, we can't replicate the horrible images that we see in Asia of plastic pollution, in Africa of plastic pollution, but you'll be so surprised at, if you go into your local community, go 10 minutes away from your house and go into the bushes, you'll see plastic is everywhere. So that, I believe, is so powerful for people to understand that, okay, we live in a lovely place, but there's plastic everywhere. So that's the first thing. And then in regards to demand change from companies, so again, social media, this power of community and that people can come together and demand a change. You pay, essentially, you can kind of vote with your wallet, really, and go, okay, it's a little bit more expensive to get eco-friendly brands at the moment, but if we push and push and push and promote those eco-friendly businesses, that's only going to rise and that price is going to come down because it's going to become the norm. So we just need to vote with our wallet and use social media to kind of push companies to understand. And if there is awful plastic pollution out there, or plastic packaging, or plastic products, low-grade single-use products, put it on social media and highlight the fact that we need change.
Definitely.
So great question, Veronica.
Yeah, great question.
Right, Kathy from Instagram DM. As an eco-friendly and sustainable business, what were the biggest challenges that you have had to face and how have you overcome them?
I think one of them definitely is that we are fighting literally against plastic. So for example, going back to the travel industry, in hotels, they have those plastic toothbrushes, the plastic little shampoo conditioners. They are probably getting those at a penny. So we're fighting against trying to eradicate plastic, but also having to put the cost into it as well.
It's a bigger, for us, we have to go with the bigger picture and the bigger message, because you're never going to compete on price.
No.
And then, so that's one side of it. But the other side is that for us, we're a purpose-driven business. We're a small company. I mean, everything we've done is from the bedroom at mum and dad's house, and it's just the two of us. And we're competing against big companies who have been around for years. They don't have a story or a mission. They're just selling quantity. And we found that just with our Virgin Atlantic, I've got a pack actually. This is the bag that we produce, that we don't produce, but we're in the toothbrushes in the amenity kits. We're up against about 30 different businesses who have been established for a long time. And we went to them just telling our story, our mission, and everything we're doing with our plastic pollution workshops. And that was kind of, for us to get that contract is incredible, because they believed in everything that we're trying to achieve and looking at the bigger picture instead of, at the moment, I think a lot of businesses is just numbers and quantities, but there's going to be a change, and I'm positive there's going to be a change. So yeah, so we're just competing on so many different levels as a small company, just the two of us, with not much business background and knowledge. It's just like
it's just from our own personal experiences. We haven't even seen it not through the internet, not through magazines, literally through our own eyes, and that's what's driving us every single day. Next question. Good morning. What do you think small businesses or any business can do to help fight plastic pollution? I keep going back to social media, but it's so powerful.
Mm-hmm.
So powerful to spread that message. It's also, for example, if I see someone using a coffee mug in the morning, it inspires me then to pick up my coffee mug. If you see someone cycling to work, it inspires me to then cycle to work.
Yeah, but in regards to plastic pollution, I mean, we believe in simple changes, massive simple changes, and as one business, you can eradicate a lot of low-grade single-use plastics in your workspace. That's one side. So really simple. Encourage people to get reusables, maybe get corporate gifts and buy the team reusable products. On the other side of that, depends what business you're in. But look at the supply chain. I know that the fashion industry is crazy, the amount of plastics, because you get a t-shirt, everything's wrapped in plastic. But you need to be asking and demanding the questions from down the supply chain. So there is so much that you can do. I think people overcomplicate a lot of things. And I think the best thing to do is simplify it and just have a look at what consumption. Look at in your business, what is the consumption of plastics in your business? Okay, then simplify it. How can we eradicate simple things? So yeah, I just think so many people complicate a lot of things. So let's just simplify it.
Yeah.
Look at your consumption, and then we can go from there, because I don't think people understand the amount of plastic that they use at the moment.
Definitely. And don't underestimate one small change. If everybody makes one simple change each day, if you multiply that by millions, we are definitely on to a winner.
Massively. And we're very proud of what we've achieved. But if you think one simple change multiplied by millions, and we will change the world. One toothbrush, we've now stopped over 30,000 kilos of plastic in general entering circulation, potentially going into our environment, polluting our oceans. So that, I mean, not bragging, but that's just a perfect example of it. So yeah, great question. Right, Diesel from Twitter. Morning, guys. I've seen that you guys have done cleanups before. Do you have any plans to continue with them when big groups are allowed?
Yes, we cannot wait. We cannot wait. We've actually missed doing it, especially during lockdown. Going back to that point as well, just to say, even during lockdown, there were still people going out, taking their dogs for a walk, and you can still go out, bring a bag, pick up litter. Because like Tommie said before, the litter, even if you look into the trees, into the hedges, there's always litter about, but we cannot wait. Yeah,
we're going to do, well, we did have so much planned this year. It's so annoying. But I mean, we've done 21 so far.
And that's across the world as well, not just in England.
And we actively encourage people to you don't have to go to an organised event. You can go out on your walk and go and pick up litter, and it kind of opens your eyes straight away. Definitely. But yeah, it's been tricky, but with the whole social distancing. But once everything's back up and running, we're going to do a massive one. And I think Intuit QuickBooks, I'm plugging it now. Intuit QuickBooks are going to join us on one huge one. Maybe we can do a big campaign around it. But I think it's so important that people understand their local communities. If we all look after our own local communities, if we did that on a global scale, I mean, we wouldn't be in this mess. So. But no, definitely, we can't wait. Going to the next question, and it goes on to my my point. So, Claudia from Instagram, your hashtag Plastic Free July campaign was amazing.
Thank you.
Are you planning on anyone, or are you planning on any other campaigns in the future? Yes. So our Plastic Free July campaign was, we wanted to collect 1 million pieces of plastic around the world, which was pretty amazing. We didn't hit our campaign, our 1 million, but we did hit 202,000 pieces of plastic that we collected, which is pretty incredible. So it kind of links into the Kaiser's question before. I know Diesel's question before, in that we were telling people, let's get out, let's go and look at your local community. Let's focus on how much plastic there is out there, and it doesn't need to be an organised event, but. Claudia, yes, we will be doing.
We do have a lot of campaigns in the secret ones, so keep an eye out.
Really
we love campaigns. We love bringing everyone together. It's great that people are involved in it, because it encourages them, and also it's inspiring to see people getting involved, especially on social media. Massively,
and also I think it's that sense of, if anyone has done a cleanup before. I'm sure you can agree with me. It's that sense of achievement, and you've done your part for the planet, your local community, and I think that is so powerful in itself. And I think moving forward, and there's going to be a lot of mental health and well-being focuses within businesses. We do a lot of business cleanups with businesses around the UK, but I think that's a massive focus, and there can be so much power in getting your team together, team bonding, but also you're doing something good for the planet. You're doing something good for your local community. So yeah, there's loads. So we'll definitely be doing some. Message us if you want your business to come along and do a clean up with you. We've got loads that we can do, which is exciting.
Definitely. Great question, Claudia. Next one. So Lee from Facebook. Now I'm curious to know how you managed to partner with Virgin Atlantic, and are there other such deals that you are working on? All the best for the future. Thank you, Lee.
Secret. No. So the Virgin one was amazing. We go back to our social media. That was it. They contacted us through social media, and it was essentially they were fully behind everything that we're doing and the campaign, and getting people, the power of getting people to hold their toothbrush and spread that through social media. We were doing a lot with them this year, but obviously coronavirus has changed everything. But yeah, so social media, and in regards to other such deals, we are. There's the thing with these big deals is that they can take up to, the Virgin one took 5 months to from start to finish. So I mean, these do take quite a long time. We are official partners of Team GB for next year's Olympics. It should have been this year's Olympics, which is pretty amazing. We haven't actually announced that yet. So
all the secrets are coming out today.
I'm not very good at secrets. But yeah, we've got some pretty amazing things coming up. But
it's amazing.
We do. Yeah, we do. But a big thing is we've just launched a project with Humanitas, the charity that we work with. I mentioned about it before, but it's kind of, we've been working with them for the last 18 months. We've been over to Ghana to deliver all of our toothbrushes to all of their pupils, deliver our educational workshops to them. The plastic pollution situation is beyond ridiculous.
Yeah, it was the worst plastic pollution we've seen. Massive,
and that project is launched so we can focus on environmental and humanitarian issues, because they're all they work together. So we need to look at, okay, if we're treating someone for a humanitarian or an illness, we need to look at the environment in which these children are in before we treat. Instead of treating it, we need to prevent it. So yeah, I would love everyone to go over to @Bambuu project site and have a look, and you can donate and everything, and it's it helps us work towards our plastic pollution workshops in schools, our cleanups, but also our mission in setting up recycling centres, which is pretty amazing. So
last question. So I have a food catering business, and sadly there's a lot of food wastage on occasions. Do you have any tips on how we can control this? So also I'd say to connect with your local community. So we have a community here in Hitchin, and there is a food rescue hub, which is a fantastic initiative. And any food wastage goes to them, and then anybody who needs the food will go and collect that. So I just think there's so many different ways, but also connect with the local community, see how you can all work together to solve the problem there.
Massively. And the food rescue hub is amazing.
Oh, it's incredible.
And we've done work with them, and I think in these tricky times of kind of need, I think that these food banks and food rescue hubs are going to be really important. So Taylor, go and look at your local community. I'm sure there'll be somewhere, but great work, even understanding the fact that there is that wastage, understanding your consumption.
Yeah.
Right, so at the beginning we did a poll, and the poll results are in. So we asked you, do you feel your business is doing enough to give back to the environment? Wow.
Ooh.
Wow, 100% of you said no. Wow. Well, there we go. I mean, that kind of highlights it, the fact that you don't believe the businesses that you have or you work for aren't doing enough. And I think that there kind of tells you, okay, speak to the people in your business.
Ask questions.
Your line manager.
Don't be afraid to ask questions.
Massively, and it's the fact that you guys have all said this. Then go and take the step and take that email and saying, it doesn't have to be rude or anything. You just open the question of, okay, what can we do in the business to be better for the environment? Whether that is focused on plastics, your energy costs, your wastage, your food wastage, your supply chain, everything. Just to your line manager or sustainability, depends on the size of the business, whoever that person is, ask them questions. And if you have enough people asking them questions, and there's so much that can be done. And the fact that I've seen 100%, that's just like, wow.
But it's great to address it and now you can move forward. 100%.
Yeah, massively. Okay, so if you guys have got any questions at all, please get in touch with QuickBooks support team. And if you want to get in contact with me and Rebecca and at Bambuu Brush, please head over to our social media. We've got our school uniform on today. So head over to all of our social media channels are at Bambuu Brush. I would love you all to head over to our Instagram page. We're very proud of what we've created there. So head over to that. If you guys want to give me specific questions, message on there, or you can email me, Tommie at Bambuu Brush, spelled with 2 U's.com, and I'll be happy to answer any. So coming up on Ask the Expert tomorrow is Carl Reeder, who is a serial entrepreneur and soon launching a new book called Boss It. He has helped thousands of businesses on their journey to success and can answer any questions you have about how to start and grow your business. We need to speak to him. Now, he messaged us recently and we're going to get in contact. But some of the work he's doing is pretty amazing. So just a reminder, if you guys want any more advice, join the official Intuit QuickBooks SMB community group on Facebook. Accountants and business experts are there on hand 24/7. So we have super
really enjoyed
telling our story and our mission. We'd love you guys to get involved in everything that we're doing. So please hit us up.
Yeah, please ask us any questions, give us a follow. And thank you so much for listening today, guys.
Yeah, and have a great day and we'll see you soon.
Enjoy your Wednesday.
Bye-bye.